Hey guys, this is Miss Rodriguez. Let's do this problem together. It says the figure represents a water trough in the shape of a rectangular prism. The dimensions of the water trough are given in feet. What is the volume of water in the trough in cubic feet when the trough is full? Okay, so our first step is to write the formula for volume of a rectangular prism. Now, the formula that you will see on your star reference materials is volume equals area of the base times the height. The capital B represents area of the base. Now, the base in a rectangular prism is a rectangle. So when we're finding area of the base in this prism, we're really just multiplying length times width because that's how you find area of a rectangle. So another formula that we can write that means the same exact thing is really just length times width times height. Okay, because length times width is the same as finding area of the base, and then we multiply it times the height of the whole prism. All right, so now we're going to multiply these three dimensions together. And to do that, we need to go ahead and substitute the variables from the numbers in the problem. So that is step 2. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to say the length is 7 over here. And then the width is 2.5. Now I'm going to write 2.5 because I know that 2.5 is the same as 2.5, and it's a lot easier to multiply with a decimal. All right, and then the height of the whole prism is 4 feet. Okay, so now we just need to multiply these three numbers together. And since we're multiplying them all, it doesn't matter which order that you multiply them in. Okay, and for me personally, I would rather multiply 7 times 4 and then multiply times 2.5. That way I'm only multiplying by a decimal one time. All right, so 7 times 4, I'm going to go ahead and do that first. 7 times 4 is 28. Okay, then I'm going to multiply 28 times 2.5. I'm doing my math off to the side so that my equation stays nice and neat. And it doesn't matter which number goes on top when multiplying these two numbers because they both have the same amount of digits. All right, and we're just going to multiply this as if it were 28 times 25, and then we're going to add the decimal back in at the end. All right, so 5 times 8 is 40, so put a 0, carry a 4. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. Okay, then we're going to do a placeholder at the bottom. And I'm also going to go ahead and erase this number that I carried. All right, so placeholder down here. Then we're going to multiply 2 times 8, which is 16. 2 times 2, which is 4, plus 1 is 5. All right, last step, we need to go ahead and add them all together, add these two rows. 0 plus nothing is 0. 4 plus 6 is 10. Put another 0, carry a 1. 1 plus 1 plus 5 is 7. All right, but 700 is not my answer because I need to remember that I have to add the decimal back in at the end. So because I had one number behind the decimal here, I need to have one number behind the decimal in my answer. So that means that this answer is actually going to be 70.0, which we know 70.0 is really the same thing as just 70. So my final answer is going to be 70 cubic feet. All right, so that was C. So make sure you copy this on your paper and then also copy it over on the next slide.